Hello, hello, hello. I know that maybe some of you are not going to be finding us because we had two lives and then now this live, but I'm going to just go through this anyway, and you can watch it on the replay maybe. Hi, Margot, but I'm going to show you something now. If you need a bucket, you might need a bucket in case you might vomit, because we got to talk about Gypsy Rose and her husband's Instagram. Okay? So Ryan Anderson, who's allegedly a special education teacher in Louisiana, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say that he's in this for the fame here. Celebrity, which she's not a celebrity. She was convicted of murder. She's not a celebrity, but social media has made her a celebrity. And she even has put on her social media that she is a public figure. She's an author, speaker, so, yeah. Killed her mother, but that was omitted. Anyway, so we talked about her Instagram just skyrocketing, right? Guess what? Ryan Anderson, her husband, started an Instagram 3 days ago, I think it was. Now, when I checked earlier today, he had 175K followers. Let's see what he has now, okay? And I'm going to tell you some things that while we all know how social media works, right? What did Heidi Klum say? One day you're in, one day you're out. One day they love you, one day they hate you. Right now you're just seeing it's over the top, right? But what happens when people start to see things? Because Gypsy, you really should concentrate on hiring a PR manager, because the tide can turn so quickly. Oh, he has 205K followers, okay? So let me just pull up and get your bucket. Okay? Please get your bucket. If you need a bucket, I hope. Now let me see here. Okay, this is Instagram, right? 14 posts. My name is Ryan Anderson, and I'm talking to you. I'm from Louisiana. I'm married to the most wonderful, most beautiful woman in the world, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Okay. Let's take a look. He's posted all these pictures in the last. Who does he remind you of here? Does he give you culty from 90 Day Fiancé vibes? He's giving me serious culty vibes. And I'm telling you, if this guy was my kid's teacher, I would probably be very, very concerned. Okay? Anyway, let's see what went on here today, okay? Gypsy says, Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you and you love me. We do not owe anyone anything. Our family is who matters. If you get likes and good comments, great. If you get hate, then whatever, because they don't matter. I love you. Besides, they jealous. Gypsy, they're jealous. Because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah, I said it. The D is fire. The D is fire. Happy wife, happy life. Okay. Who said I gave a damn about what these jealous people say anyway? Ha ha. Now come get it, baby. Vomit. That's vomit inducing. Ugh. This guy is a special education teacher. Come on. Come on. You want him teaching your kids? Gross. Okay? Gross. Gross. TMI. And don't you know, Gypsy, the people that talk about it all the time usually aren't getting it. Just like people who have money don't talk about money. Hun, you need a PR manager stat. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what's going on, because the tide is turning a little bit, because some people are getting turned off with Gypsy because she thinks she's a celebrity, and she's come right out of prison and is acting in a way that she thinks she should be meeting with other celebrities. She thinks she should be, getting on every talk show, she's got this book coming out. She's a public figure. She's an author. She's this, she's that. Come on, honey. Really? You had your mother killed. Take a step back, girlfriend. Sit down for a little bit. Calm down. The way that this is taking off, we know what happens, right? It's so unbalanced. It's not organic or generic, and it's not something when something is just blown to being someone propelled into something like this, to this magnitude. You know what it is when you come across things gradually, and it's just a small bit of what can be out there, right? Imagine just in one day 6 million people following, and then you're going to put out a book, and you're going to put out a documentary, and then you're going to be met with all of the criticism. So the same people that love you one minute can be your biggest hater the next minute. So she needs a PR manager. She needs to stop with the TMI. I'm really concerned about him and his motives, because it seems like he wants to be in the spotlight. Okay, he probably won't even be teaching much longer. I don't think so. But we'll see. Now her documentary is coming out. Is it today? The 4th? We are going to watch the next 2 episodes of Natalia Grace after this. They have been dropped, but yeah. Really, honey, might as well stop this. Let's see what comments they got in reply to that, okay? Let's see. Just curious, what do you do for a living? So I have a question. I know what Gypsy did was understandable, but do you ever worry she might do something to you? I wouldn't be able to sleep with both my eyes closed if it were me. Weird, but okay. Someone said, is the fire D in the room with us right now? looks like they're deleting a bunch of comments. It seems like that because I don't know. Oh my goodness, yeah. I've got serious culty vibes with this guy. If you know culty. And please, on a serious note, Kelly Barlow, if you want to say some prayers, I don't think her son is doing well at all. Her son Ray. So if you want to send some prayers their way, that'd be really good. If you watch Kelly Barlow, she's a crafter. She's been a YouTube creator for at least 6 years now. I remember when she made the video that he was diagnosed, that was really hard, but Joe said he's not doing well, and then I kind of took a little look at some of her last videos. She dropped one today, so yeah, they could use your prayers. And what, Barb? What do you mean he should be on hospice or in the hospital? Isn't he? I don't understand. Isn't he? Is he? I thought he was. I didn't get to watch. I saw some of the video that she did 2 or 3 weeks ago where the red had spread. He's only 28 years old. Yeah, it's really sad. Jody Hildebrand's house went on the market over $5 million. Oh yeah. All right, I'll take a look. But yeah, prayers for Kelly Barlow and her family, and for Ray. Of course, for Ray. All right, so where do we go now? So now let's, before I go to, let's go to the Savannah Soto arrest, okay? Let's do that. Father and son were arrested in this. Christopher Preciado, charged with capital murder. Ramon Preciado, charged with abuse of a corpse. Father and son were arrested on Wednesday in connection with the deaths of Savanah Soto and her boyfriend, Matthew Guerra. Christopher Preciado, 19, has been charged with capital murder, and his father, 53-year-old Ramon Preciado, has been charged with abuse of a corpse. San Antonio police say they collected a cell phone as a critical piece of evidence when they discovered that Savannah and Matthew's bodies in a Northwest Side apartment complex on December 26th. The information on the phone led the detectives to the suspect's vehicle that we saw in that surveillance footage video, right? That was shared on December 28th. Officers conducted surveillance when they arrived where they believed the suspect's vehicle was located. Police knocked on the door, and Ramon Preciado answered and said he knew why the police were there. Father and son were taken into custody and questioned downtown at the police headquarters. San Antonio Police Department said a judge signed a warrant for their arrest based on information provided during questioning. Police said the deaths were in connection with a botched drug deal. And Soto and Guerra were killed on December 21st before midnight. Christopher is the alleged sole killer in the case, according to the police, and his father helped him hide the bodies. There's no connection to where the bodies were found on December 26. Police say they were dumped there after they were killed at a different location. The San Antonio Police Department said the department would be working with the Bexar County District Attorney's Office to determine any further charges since Soto was pregnant and about to give birth about the time of her death. Police say Christopher Preciado has no previous criminal history and his father had some criminal history. Crazy, and let me show you what they look like. So, a botched drug deal. Another picture. Disgusting. Take a baby's life, take an 18-year-old's life, take another young person's life, and you know what? Savannah Soto's parents have already had a son shot and killed. So yeah, you know, very horrible thing. Yeah. And helping his son, you know, cover it up. So that's that. We'll keep it up and keep you updated. And then we're going to talk a little bit about, let's see what Jeffrey Epstein, everybody's been asking about this. What's going on with that? And so let's see, here we go. Oh my goodness. There's a Brazilian YouTube star that was buried in someone's backyard after he allegedly died during intimate relations. Oh. Carlos and Enrique. All right, let me get to Jeffrey Epstein, okay? Okay, so let's see what we've got here. All right. So let's see what was found in these documents. There were hundreds of pages of sealed documents that related to Jeffrey Epstein that were made public. And they have previously unknown details about the S trafficker who called some of the most influential, rich people his friends. People from Bill Clinton to Prince Andrew. So let's see what we've got here. Clinton is not accused of any misconduct in the unsealed documents. After Epstein's arrest in 2019, Bill Clinton said he had not spoken to Jeffrey Epstein in well over a decade and had known nothing about his terrible crimes. Prince Andrew reached a settlement over accusations that he essayed a woman multiple times. He denied the allegations, but was officially stripped of his royal and military titles in the midst of legal proceedings against him. Now, Alan Dershowitz, who's Epstein's former attorney, who helped him clinch the 2006 sweetheart deal in which he avoided prosecution for the S crimes against minors. There's a big role in the unsealed documents for him. Let's see. So and who else is in there? So I don't know. There's a lot of conspiracy flying around with these documents, but I guess Alan Dershowitz's part is the biggest in there, and that a puppet that looked like Prince Andrew, and there was a little tag on a puppet that said Prince Andrew. Or so it's a puppet, huh? Oh, and the puppet was used to do some stuff there, and former household staff said that Alan Dershowitz visited Epstein's Florida home very often, going there by himself and spending time in the presence of young girls. He would also get massages there. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Well, let's go on to something I find more interesting here. So, Now, we say, why do these husbands and murder their wives? They get caught, blah, 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 blah. But this guy here, I'm going to show you him, Daniel Krug. I think he thought he had the perfect way to get away with the murder, right? And let me just get his picture up here so we know who we're talking about. Okay, so this was in Broomfield, Colorado. Have you heard about this high? This guy thought, well, I imagine that he thought he had a perfect plan, right? He pretended like his wife had a stalker. And let me just get his picture. He started to write emails to his wife, and he pretended they were from an ex-boyfriend of hers. And so this ex-boyfriend became like a stalker, but it was never her ex-boyfriend. It was Daniel Krug, 43. Now his wife, Crystal Krug, 43, also was murdered at their home in the 3100 block of Promontory Loop in Broomfield, Colorado. That was on December 14th. Yes, Daniel, her husband, called the police a little after noon on December 14th and asked them to perform a welfare check at their home because he hadn't heard from his wife in a few hours, and he was worried because, you see, she had been, this is what he told the police, gosh, guys, I haven't heard from my wife, and you know what? She has been being stalked. Her ex-boyfriend has been sending her obscene and threatening messages, and now I can't get a hold of her. I'm so afraid something's happened. Could you go over there and please perform a welfare check on my wife? But when they went there, they found Crystal Krug. They found her in the garage. They found her beaten and stabbed to almost death. She died in a hospital. The affidavit said there was no signs of a struggle, and they found that Crystal's concealed carry weapon was on her body. So that led them to believe that whoever killed her was somebody she knew, or that she was taken completely by surprise. Now, these two had been married since 2007, but they were planning to divorce. Crystal told her parents that her husband was sometimes rough with the kids, and she just wanted to get full custody and get away from him. She had gone to the police on October 31st to complain that an ex-boyfriend, who had previously sent her rude and sexual messages in the past, had started sending her similar messages in October. She reported the messages to the police on October 31st because she received an email containing a picture of Daniel getting out of a vehicle at his workplace that included an obscene message. In November, she received several emails with personal information about her that gave an accurate location of where she was at the time. She received text messages with explicit photos and more propositions, including one sent in November saying, and I quote, "Help me get rid of him, then we can be together." Crystal received at least 2 more emails propositioning her in December before the day of her murder. The officer who found her beaten and stabbed in the garage noticed a camera on the house's doorbell system was taped over, and a review with Daniel Krug of other security cameras Crystal had installed showed 3 of them were turned off, most from that morning. He could not explain why they were turned off. Broomfield detectives received the IP address data from the phone numbers and emails her ex-boyfriend supposedly used to contact her and determined they came from where? Daniel's workplace. Yes, his workplace. Okay, he didn't even know that can all be traced. In a police interview on December 14th, Daniel denies killing his wife, Crystal, saying, "Hey, guys, I left the house, okay? I left for work, and later that day, I had some unexplainable stomach trouble." And he and his wife interacted when she returned from taking the kids to school, but they didn't argue shortly before he left. So he left their house a little later because he had some unexplainable stomach trouble. So I had to go to the bathroom, guys. I was having a situation. So, yeah, I went to work. I left a little later than usual. And my wife and I interacted, when she returned from taking the kids to school. But we didn't argue. No, not at all. Broomfield police arrested Daniel Krug on December 16th. That was 2 days after the murder. And he was arrested at a Broomfield King Soopers. Preliminary hearing is scheduled for February 22nd. So that brilliant idea this guy had to send these emails did not work so well. Not at all. You're not going to get away with it. She's like, "Oh, I'm thinking outside the box. Absolutely. I've got this." Let's see here. Okay, so here's a few. October 2nd, Crystal Krug received a text message. Police said they believe is from Daniel, posing as her ex-boyfriend. In the message, he offered to meet with Crystal to hook up. When she did not respond, an additional text message on October 3rd insulted her and encouraged her to kill herself. Nice, right? According to the affidavit, it states that Crystal Krug decided to open a case with the police October 31st when she received an email that threatened her husband and included a photo of him exiting his car at his workplace. From the time she filed the report to her death, December 14, Crystal Krug received 8 more texts and emails from Daniel Krug posing as her ex-boyfriend, all containing explicit content and proposals. According to the affidavit, 2 of the messages in early December implied that she was being stalked. One message correctly stated that her license plate tags were expired. Another said that the sender followed her to a dentist appointment that she went to on November 9th. Another one said that on November 13th, it threatened Daniel Krug, stating he didn't deserve or satisfy his wife and that he could save her. The message quoted in the affidavit reads, I quote, "You belong with me. I'll get rid of him and then we can be together. They let me park and walk right into his workplace. Give me the signal and he won't come home." End quote. After receiving that message, Glendale police officers were sent to Daniel Krug's workplace to ensure his safety, and the Bloomfield detectives checked on Crystal Krug as well and determined that they were both unharmed. The affidavit stated that on around noon on December 14th, like we said, Daniel is the one that asked them to go check on his wife. And preliminary information from her autopsy shows that she sustained 2 or more blunt force trauma wounds on the back of her head and 1 stab wound to the left side of her chest. Okay. And after her death, police obtained the IP address behind the messages and found that it originated from public Wi-Fi network at Daniel Krug's workplace. His supervisor confirmed this. Okay, let's see here. The affidavit details a statement from Daniel Krug's mother-in-law stating that Crystal and Daniel were planning to get a divorce and described their relationship as not good. Also in the affidavit was a statement from Crystal Krug's stepmother in which she said the Krugs had marital problems and that Daniel Krug was sometimes rough with the kids. She also stated that Crystal Krug planned to use a photo of injuries on one of the children's arms to obtain full custody after the divorce. I'm trying to think about it. There's something I was going to say and I forgot. I totally forgot what I was just going to say. Something about something happening, I don't know. There's a GoFundMe that was started to benefit the Krug children. As of Thursday afternoon, almost $41,000 had been donated. So they had kids too, yeah. Nice to do to the kids again before Christmas. Kill their mother, because no. Unbelievable. Sharon, I can hear you yakking it up. All right, let's see now. So did I think I covered everything that was in my thumbnail. Let's see. The husband is a sick SOB. Yeah, it's like move on with your life, buddy, okay? She doesn't like you anymore. She doesn't want you anymore. Do the best thing for your kids, okay? These people are just crazy, aren't they? They are. Yep, they are. But anyway, we are going to watch Natalia Grace. So, if anybody wants to watch episodes 5 and 6, you can email if you'd like. Members, Patreons. All right. But we're gonna see ya. I'm exhausted. I have to get some rest too. So I'm gonna watch these episodes with you guys and just rest. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. God bless. Prayers. Be good, people. Be good. Life is short. Very, very short. Keep Kelly Barlow and her family and Ray in your prayers. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you guys. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. I'm not in the right thing to shut this off. Jane, help me stop this crazy thing. I have to go to the YouTube studio. Oh, shoot. I have to do word cookies. I have to do the daily. See? I didn't forget, though, because I remember these things. I'm a smart cookie. Okay. Let me do this. Put this here. Stop. 50 cookies. Yay. Yay. Hi, just do it. Just do it. Hi, K-Rocks. Hi, K-Rocks. Hi, GB. Hi, Barb Wilson. Hi, Margot. Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm getting punchy. I hear Sharon yakking it up. Dividend. Divine. I see divine. No. What happened here? I do see divine. Okay, and I see dive. And I see dive, and I see, uh-oh, Dine. Dined. Okay. Hi, Bogey. Hi, Navigator. How are you? How's it going? What you up to? Okay, Indy. I-N-D-I-E. No. In. Hi, Jane. I am to be. You are to be what? What are you to be? I dived right in. Okay, one more. Then we're going to go watch Natalia Grace. End. The end. Yay. Very good. Very good. We're going to go watch Natalia Grace now. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready for this? Carolyn, I just watched Candace Owens. Convicting a murderer. Will you be covering that? No. Navigator, what are you talking about? Are you talking about Jeffrey Epstein? What are we talking about? Who are you talking about? Tell me who you're talking about. You play this game now? See, Bogey? It's good for you. It's good for your brain. Keeps your brain sharp. I'm glad you do, Bogey. Hello, Heart Made Wise. So we're going to go watch Natalia Grace because the 5th and 6th episode has dropped. I've got to go back into the live. So all the people in the live who've been yackling and yackling and yackling this entire time, who I've heard, Sharon mostly. I'm coming back into the live right now, so you're going to be made live now. So put your clothes on and stop acting like that craziness that you're acting like and yakking. I'll leave the meeting. Don't get concerned, guys. I'm just going to bring the other people. I'm going to bring the people. Watch this. I can make them. She can make you reappear. She can make you disappear. She's still yakking. Not listening to a word that I'm saying. Now I hear her screaming. Now she's screaming at Kevin. Oh, Kevin. He's getting the brunt of it.
Oh,
What?
someone's in trouble.
Yeah, what are you doing in here? Yelling?
We haven't done anything.
I've heard you yelling the entire time. I heard you yelling. It's like...
We never said.
Every time you said it, nobody was even talking.
I could hear Sharon a mile a minute going there.
It wasn't Sharon, she wasn't talking.
I was not.
Oh boy.
No, she wasn't.
Someone's in trouble.
Somebody's talking a mile a minute over there.
We haven't done anything, but it's not
the entire time. I heard you yelling. It's like...
We never said.
Every time you said it, nobody was even talking.
I could hear Sharon a mile a minute going there.
Whoops, sorry.
What happened, dude? Was Evie ever found?
No.
We have
Abby's
to...
still missing in action.
Evie, we're going to have to call a welfare check on you. You don't want that, do you?
Well, maybe.
Everybody look down at Evie.
No, I'm all yackled out.
I know. Yeah, boy. And Kevin...
Oh my god.
Yackler. Wouldn't you like to be a yackler too?
Yeah, it's like constant. You probably could hear it in the live video.
I'm telling you, we were quiet as church mice in here. Ask me.
You
She'll tell
just... Oh, look at Navigator said, don't tell us. Don't give us any spoilers, Navigator. We don't want spoilers. Just watch the last Natalia Grace episodes. I don't know what to think at this point. I'll be interested to hear your perspective. Okay, so we better get right on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night, Barb. Good night, everybody.
Let's get right.
Goodbye. We'll see you later. See you.
See you in the
Up
movie.
last prayers. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's not...
As a fellow yackler, anybody want to yackle with me? Yackling.
Yackle with your internet
I
friends.
heard you.
That's so funny because nobody was talking.
I'm going to put a recorder on next time.
Nobody was. I was on mute the whole time.
I know Sharon's voice. I can hear it.
Yeah, but nobody was even talking, and I can hear Sharon again.
I can hear Sharon.
Yeah, you said that. We were all like, huh? But nobody's talking. What is she talking about?
Nobody. We weren't saying a word. And you said, I hear you, Sharon. I was like, what? I didn't say anything. I was muted. I came and unmuted and said, what is she talking about? Margo said, you better be quiet. Or something like that. Kidding me. And I'm like, I haven't said anything. So there. And then you say yackle. Yackle.
Exactly.
What's a
Yeah,
What
yackle?
I
happened
muted
here?
you.
How come we got improv studios or something?
We
Okay.
want to continue to discuss our
Are we
yackling.
still alive? Yeah,
We are still live, yeah.
Good. I'm not letting that go. I want to talk about yackling.
Yackling. Yacklers.
Yackling.
Uh-oh. Yacklers.
I'm not a yackler.
Yakadaddle-doo.
I am right